I am so glad that somebody brought up this Goya painting because the story behind it is not what you would think. This painting is called The Bewitched Man, also known as the Devil's Lamp. This was completed in 1798, and it's part of that 6 series of paintings that depict witches and devils, just like the Witch's Sabbath, which is also part of this. If you'd like the interpretation on this one, it is already on my page. This actually depicts a scene from a play by Antonio de Zamora. He was a Spanish playwright who wrote the play The Man Bewitched by Force. The Man Bewitched by Force was a 1698 satirical comedy. It's about a man named Don Claudio, who is this foolish man that believes that he is bewitched because people told him so. He believes that his life depends on this magic oil lamp staying lit, otherwise he will die, which leads to scenes of panic superstition. First we have Don Claudio, and he is pouring oil onto his little lamp, and he is terrified. The lamp is the only source of light, and what he thinks the only protection that he has from eternal doom. He continually adds the oil because he's terrified of what happens if it goes out. He holds his hand over his mouth like he's trying not to scream or he's terrified. Goya exaggerated this gesture so that the viewer would immediately see how panicked he was by what he thinks is happening. A second thought on this could be that at the time, people believed that witches, demons, and cursed objects could affect you through breath or air, so he's trying to keep it out, keeping his own breath from disturbing his ritual. Now, onto the creature holding the candle. Now, he's just holding the candle, he's not attacking him, he's not lunging at him. He's basically postured as, "Here is your cursed candle, my lord." The first time I saw it, it actually reminded me of this. This flips the power dynamic of the creature. He isn't forcing anything like you would think he would, but the man is maintaining the curse himself. I think he's so small compared to the man and the figures in the back because in Spanish folklore, they believe that witches had familiars with them. They're depicted as like cats, little devils, birds, all types of things. Small supernatural helpers that would carry out tasks. So this is depicted as like a minor servant, not even a powerful demon. He holds it mockingly, almost just giving him his own manufactured fear. He's just serving it. Now, in the background stands these 3 large donkeys. In Goya's symbolism, donkeys tend to represent human stupidity. Now, to the stone or plaque that's in the lower right corner, we can only see fragments of a word. This is actually an abbreviation for the Spanish phrase "lámpara descomunal," which is uncommunal lamp, but here Goya wanted it to be something more terrifying. He included this in the painting because in the play he sees the lamp and he panics and he cries out "lámpara descomunal." So the letters in the painting are actually the first letters of the words of his terrified speech. Now at this time, if you had already seen the play, you would know what that was immediately, so that's another reason he included it, but otherwise it would just be like an Easter egg. The dark background lighting, in this case, he tried to make it look like they were actually on stage performing, so this is like the contrast of lights on stage, as if they were performing right in front of you. So this whole terrifying situation is actually a ridiculous performance. Now we all know from Goya's other works that he despised irrationality in both the church and the aristocracy. Organized religion, superstition, and corruption, shaped by the brutality of the Napoleonic War and the Spanish Inquisition. So this was a way for him to bring the play to life years later. A visual representation of a man consumed by panic and paranoia, pushing him to the brink of madness. And it is all of his own mental design.